Hey there, Hollywood Times viewers. Judy Shields here. We're so excited to welcome back one of our friends, country music singer-songwriter Makenzie Phipps. Hi, Makenzie.
Hello, thank you so much for talking to me today.
So excited to see you. How's the weather in Nashville? You calling in from Nashville?
Yes, calling in from Nashville. We are, I think, entering our first day of apparently many of rain and storms. So, which we definitely needed because it's been very, very hot, like reaching 90. So I think we definitely needed the rain. But yeah, today's going to be one of those chill on the couch days.
Yeah, we've been having just some all kinds of different weather, mostly cold weather and gloom here in May instead of June, but it's supposed to be in the mid 80s or so, so it's starting to come back for us here.
Yes,
So,
I'll
yeah.
send you some of the warmth from Nashville.
Well, we were trying to get in touch with you, and I got had a busy schedule myself for Mother's Day because we understand that your new single won't be here forever. Came out for Mother's Day in honor of your mom, Angel. What was it like writing that song about your mom for your mom?
Yeah, so I've always wanted to write a song about my mom, and it just like never came to me the way I wanted it to. And especially for me as a songwriter, the words along with the music just kind of come out of nowhere. And it's like I'll start writing them down, but it's almost like I myself know what direction like I'm going with a song. It's just kind of one of those things where I start writing, I start kind of knowing how I want the melody to go, and then it's just like, okay, where are we going from here? And so, especially with this song, it's really sentimental to me because my mom is one of my biggest supporters ever. I mean, as long as I have been on this earth and as long as I have been singing, she's always known that music is who I am and music is what I want to do with my life. And so she's always stood by me through and through everything. She's went through every trial and tribulation, not only, in my personal life, but also my career life. And she says the most interesting things ever. And if her and I sit down and we're having a serious conversation or anything like that, she's always like, Makenzie, I'm not going to be here forever. And I'm just like, thank you so much for reminding me of that. And I'm like, I don't know why you say that. And she's like, well, it's true. I'm not going to be here forever. And I want to, pass on things that I've learned in life. And, I want you to learn things because one day I won't be here. And so I decided to pull that little statement she says to me and make a beautiful tear-jerking song out of it. And I especially wanted to put it out near Mother's Day, only because I know there's some people out there that they may be missing their moms and they may be wanting to reminisce on memories with their sweet mamas. So the song is finally out there. I've gotten so many comments and feedback notes from it from people all over, and it just really warms my heart that so many folks out there are relating to the song and really having it touch their hearts.
Well, maybe it was a good thing that I got to talk to you afterwards because I think before Mother's Day, my mom's been gone since 1993, and listening to your song, it's just like I don't even know if I could have had the interview with you because I was crying so much, and it's such a good cry. My kids go, "Why are you crying?" I go, "Because it's good for you. It's good for your soul." There's different types of crying, and so your song
Absolutely.
gave me that memorable cry that I needed. I never forget my mama, but it was I'm gonna like tear up already. It was very inspirational. So, can you share with our listeners who haven't had the opportunity to hear it, which they will after this? Can you share a couple of lines and what inspired you to write those particular lines? Can you do that?
Yes. So first off, this is actually one of my longest songs that I have put out. It is actually like right at 4.5 minutes.
Mhm.
But in today's society with songs and music and all that, there's like a certain stigma that songs have to be, at least before 4 minutes. Like, the 3:30, 3:45 minute duration is like the happy spot. So when I wrote this song, I of course sent it to my mom, and she was like, "That's so beautiful, but so sad." And I told her, I was like, I really like how the story came together. And when I decided I was going to put it out, um, my manager and my mom, they're like, "Is there any way that you can shorten it?" And I was like, "No." Only because of how the song is laid out. So for the viewers that have not had a chance to listen to the song, it's one of those good old fashioned story songs. And I mean, it really is. You know, we start in the very beginning, you know, kind of imagining yourself as a little kid and, you know, talking to your mom about, you know, how's life been going for you? And, you know, was it hard saying goodbye to the woman that raised you? And, you know, talking about, I have so many questions that I want to ask you and everything. And so, you know, your mom talks about, you know, there's going to be so many changes in your life. One day your life's going to change in that aspect of, you know, not having your mom. And so you kind of just are like, I'm going to pray the time slows down. You know, I'm going to cherish the moments until, you know, that time is now. And so from that point on, you know, you kind of get to the middle of the song and that's talking about, you know, kind of life has came about for you and your mom may be an empty nester and maybe having her personal time. And so especially the lyric that I had put in the second verse, I had put, I bet you're sipping wine and reading all your books. It's finally taking time for you. Because my mom growing up, she loved reading books. You know, she loved having a glass of cupcake Moscato. She loved having all that stuff. So it really makes me put in perspective now that she is an empty nester and I've been out of the house for a few years now. I know she's really basking in her alone time as well as her time with my dad. And so, finally get to the end of the song and you know unfortunately the inevitable happens and you know just talking about you know I really miss you and but that's where I have at the very end you know the hook talking about I know one day we're going to be together because like you said my sweet mother I won't be here forever so I really wanted to just put everything in like a spiral where it's all just going the way it should chronologically and this is definitely one song that I'm very, very proud of writing, just on a lyric standpoint. So hopefully everybody out there that has not had the chance to listen to it yet, go listen to it anywhere you listen to music. And you know, if you're missing your sweet mama, hopefully this brings back memories. Or if your mom is still alive and well on this earth, and maybe this is your sign that you need to go pay more visits to her. You know, pay more attention to her and appreciate all that she's done for you.
Oh, so well said. You're such a gifted songwriter. It's like I said, that's why it's such a touching song. You know, I'm live my kids, my son lives with me and his wife and my three grandkids, and I love it because I've never been an empty nester, and so it's just something to know that you know that they like being with their mama, you know, and I have to say, I don't think sometimes I think as I'm getting older, I just turned 66 this month. And see, I think sometimes I don't remember saying it as much, like you said, your mom does, but I think I've said it a little bit more, you know, I'm not going to be here forever, you know,
Yeah.
and I could see, bless her for saying that, because this song, I believe everyone needs to hear it to share, because we all have a mama, whether she's in your life or not, you know,
Yes.
and even though Mother's Day's passed, we still have birthdays and all kinds of holidays. I mean, this should just be played every time. If you don't get to see your mom often and you're gonna go see her, maybe it's Memorial Weekend, which is coming up, you know, get the song, download it, and help support Makenzie, and play it for your mom, and share it, tell your friends, because this song needs to be in every language and shared around the world because it's so touching. It
Thank
really
you.
is.
Thank you very much. And like you said, I mean, you know, ironically, you know, it was kind of the cherry on top being released near Mother's Day. But I mean, you enjoy time with your mom and you love your mom like all year round. So, you know, this is definitely a all year long, any moment of the day, you know, anytime you got going on, you know, with your mom, this is definitely one of those songs to play. But I had my Bluebird debut a few weeks ago and I was very, very excited to play this song on stage and to have played it and have had everybody in the room, you know, expressing their own emotions in different ways. And a lot of people, you know, they were tearing up. And it honestly brings tears to my eyes, and I'm the one that wrote it. Like I'll be listening to it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's a really, really tear jerking song. But my mom had recorded a video, like a side angle of me singing it on the stage and there was a woman in the background and as soon as I started you know because I told him about the song and I told him you know what
Yeah.
inspired me to write it and so forth and she was just in the background with a napkin just like as soon as I hit the first note not even singing she just cried the entire time And it just really warms my heart to know that my music is able to touch people out there and really able to have them connect not only with myself, but also with my songs. So it really means the world to me. And I'm very, very appreciative and glad that you relate to this song in your own way. And you do not look your age by any means. I would have thought like you were 40.
Oh, you're so sweet. Yep, 66, May 3rd. So it's like I'm a year away from retirement.
That's my
Woo-hoo.
husband's birthday.
Is it
Yeah,
May 3rd?
May 3rd.
Wow.
I
What
always
do
have to remember it. This is like a stupid way of remembering it because, like, as a wife, which I know his birthday, but the only way when we first started dating that I could
you
remember it is I was like, it's the day before May the 4th be with you. And I was like, that's the only way I can remember. And then now one of my really good friends, her birthday's May 5th. So it's like they're both
What about
surrounded May 4th.
how is the hubby?
He's doing good. He's right now out working, but he really loved this song,
Oh,
and I love being able to turn to him, especially when I am songwriting, just to kind of get a little feedback because he himself is an insanely talented songwriter.
yeah.
For some of the newer viewers out there, some of the songs that he has written for me that I have out are, 18 Wheels, You Bring the Beer, I'll Bring the Noise. One of our latest singles that came out at the beginning of the year, Whiskey Kills the Time. We both co-wrote on that together. So whenever I started working on the song, I turned to him and I kind of would play him what I have going on. And even being together, we've been together for a few years now, and we actually just came up on 1 year of marriage on the 15th of May. It's still a little
I know.
nerve-wracking for me to play new songs that I have for him because he is such an incredible songwriter and he's done it for years and years. And, I am a little more on the newer side of
Yeah.
songwriting. I have a few years under my belt, but I still get a little like anxious playing songs for him when I have been starting to work on them, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to become more comfortable with that because I mean he's always very supportive and he's always there to tell me what he thinks. I mean he's very honest. If it's something he feels needs changed, he'll tell me. If he absolutely loves it, he'll tell me. And I think this song really hit home to him because of course his mom has been passed for a while, so he really liked reminiscing on the song.
Yeah. You guys are your biggest supporters, the two of you, aren't you?
Yes, we are very much so. I try to bring him out of his creativity shell some, especially at shows.
Yeah.
We do shows together, and I'll have all these people like, "Does he ever sing any songs?" And I'm like, "If you can get him to sing his own song, then have at it." Because I try to get this man to sing on his own. He's a great singer, but I try to get him out of his shell a little bit, even though he says he's not really in a shell. He's just like, this is the Makenzie Phipps show, and I let you do your thing. And I'm like, I like sharing your talent as well. So it's a very, very amazing musical dynamic that we have among ourselves.
So will we be having a duet anytime soon from you guys?
I need to be writing one. I need to write one because then it'll
Right?
force him to sing.
Yes, we want to interview the two of you together
Yep.
after you've done your duet. Okay?
I
That's
think he would
our
love
goal.
talking to you. He would have a hoot.
I
He
know
doesn't know
he
how our
is.
conversations go. We're
Yes.
talking, in the early, almost afternoon and drinking our coffee and you're drinking your water. We're having a ball.
Yes, here's my water. You tell him that we're gonna do an interview for like songwriters. So we'll do that. Then we'll plug in this duet,
I
and
will.
make it happen.
We're going to make it happen. Michael Shane Bigelow is
Exactly.
going to come talk to us.
Exactly. So what's the tour look like? You got something coming up this summer? Always busy.
Yes. So I have officially started that time of the year where I'm actually going back to my hometown area in Virginia, West Virginia, and continuing my tour dates throughout there. Everybody is just still so supportive, especially my time on The Voice that occurred a few months back.
Uh,
It just kind of made even more of them just go crazy and want to come out and see my shows, which I really, really appreciate. So I've been playing around the Tennessee area, and then I've also been, going back home and doing shows. I'll be going back actually this week for Memorial Day weekend and having some fun with my good old hometown people. But I have some really incredible shows coming up here in the next few weeks. We have the Country for a Cause event going on June 3rd. And it is a wonderful event for those that may be in the Nashville area. You can go grab your tickets now. Hopefully, they're not sold out yet because every
Yeah,
year they seem
they
really,
do.
really sell out fast. So, y'all go check out Country for a Cause. That'll be taking place here soon. And then I'll also be a part of Sunday Morning Country yet again this year. It's the first Sunday of June, which I believe is the
6 or
6th.
something like
I think
that.
it
Yeah.
is, yeah. Don't mark me to that one. That one I forgot which day it is. It's the first Sunday of June, but I'm very, very excited to be going back on that Opry stage and performing for this event. It's an all-day gospel event, so you can go get your tickets for that as well. And I hope to see all of y'all out there. And if you're not in the Nashville area during those time frames and you want to check out what else I got going on, tour related, new music related, and anything I have going on, with merch or even my personal life, you can go check me out anywhere on social medias. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I have my website, MakenziePhipps.com. So hopefully everybody goes checks out all my stuff and I'll get to see them.
That's right. That's Makenzie. Last name is Phipps. So check her out online. So since that's all the music stuff, let's talk about what is this new thing? You're celebrating a launch of your new Makenzie Phipps Spotlight collection by JTV. Tell us about that. I'm so excited. I love jewelry. Tell me.
Yes,
I love
I'm actually
jewelry.
wearing some of their beautiful diamond hoop earrings right
Oh my
now.
goodness. Well,
I
we're going to be talking off
absolutely
air.
love them. Yes, I love them. Cheryl and them at JTV are absolutely amazing. So how I kind of came out that I started working with them was, believe it or not, one of my really good friends, Roxanne Atwood, she was actually
Oh,
at an event with my manager, Scott Sexton, and they were doing an event and they happened to stumble upon Cheryl and they were talking to them about me, and I really appreciate their support so much. I mean, Roxanne and Tim, they're incredible
incredible
humans.
people.
I mean, they're really family to me. And they started talking about me, and they actually had spoke to Cheryl about how I was getting married. And they were like, that would be so fun to send her some JTV magic on her special wedding day. So they sent me these beautiful blue pieces for my wedding that people can actually go check out on my social media. You'll have to scroll back a bit, May 15th, 2025. But they were so gorgeous, and it really just made my wedding day even more special getting some JTV magic. But they ended up sending me that, and then they actually had sent a blue turquoise cross necklace. And at my wedding, Roxanne had actually known, she actually knew that I was going to be going out to California. Like, as soon as I got married, I went out to California for the show, like 3 weeks later. So she knew I was going out there to California. So she actually got this necklace from JTV that they gave to me and had everybody pray on it and pray around it because I was planning to take it out with me out in California. And, I was so happy that I was able to wear that beautiful turquoise cross necklace on stage when I was doing my blind audition for the show. And since then, I mean, we have had such a great friendship and a partnership going on. I got to go out to the JTV headquarters out in like Knoxville, and I got to go around the facility and actually played for the staff during this time. This was actually in December, so it was kind of near Christmas,
Yeah.
and everybody was so nice. Everybody was so sweet. I got to see all different kinds of different pieces they got going on at JTV, and having this partnership has just been so insane. I've been getting a lot more into jewelry and customizing and everything like that, but they were so sweet, and I really, really suggest everybody going out there to jtv.com because they literally have any sort of jewelry piece that you could imagine for any event you got going on. I mean, even my Bluebird debut, they sent me these little bird earrings and a ring, and it was so cute. It was so cute. They literally have everything. So y'all need to go check it out and check out the spotlight section. It is so incredible.
What's the website that we can do that?
jtv.com.
That's it. So easy.
jtv.com. It's so
JTV.
.com.
Cool. I can't wait to go see that. Oh my goodness. Awesome. Well, happy 1 year anniversary. How did you guys celebrate? Or you still need to do that?
We had a whole weekend of festivities, actually. So our anniversary this year fell on a Friday, so we had went out to Cheesecake Factory
Oh,
for just. I love Cheesecake Factory. I
me
get the crab
too.
dip, and it's so good. And then after that, Shane and I had talked about going to the Nashville Palace. For those that may have not been there before, it's kind of like a old school honky tonk they kind of got in the area outside of the Opry. Because I wanted to go line dancing, and what happened? I went in there, and those people just wiped the floor with me. I mean, like I don't know how much these people practice,
They're
but
so good, aren't they?
I tried jumping in and it just wasn't happening. Shane and I just sat there and watched everybody dance, and I was like, maybe we should go. Because like I can't dance on a good day. I only know like two line dances, and that's Cotton Eye Joe and Copperhead Road, and they did not play those. So I was just lost the whole time. But yeah, we did that Friday, and then Saturday we went on a beautiful riverboat dinner tour on the lake.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
that was really, really fun and fancy. And I had a glass of Moscato, and
Oh,
it was beautiful weather. It felt so nice having the breeze and everything like that, listening to music on the boat. And yeah, so it was a really, really fun weekend for us to celebrate our 1 year of marriage.
yay. Well, congratulations.
Thank
So let's
you.
quickly talk about the kitty cats.
Yes, right before I got on here, I had to put Baby Raven and Bubby Jared in the closets because they always love making guest appearances every time
Aw,
Judy and I talk.
yes, they
But
do, don't they?
right before I got on here, I heard this big bang, and I was like, "What did he do?" And I ran back there, and I have I have performance stools in
Yeah,
my closet, and he just, I guess,
jumped
went
over
through
'em.
him and knocked him over, and I was like, it's okay," and I just like propped him back up, and I went back out here. But yes, they're rotten, they're crazy. Jared has more TikTok followers than I do, so I'm living in
Oh,
a world of that. For those that may need a little bit of cheer and joyfulness in their life, you can look up Jared the Cross-eyed Cat on TikTok.
the
He's
cross-eyed cat.
he's cross-eyed.
Oh
Yes,
my God.
he's very, very
I'm
cross-eyed.
I'm writing that down. Cross-eyed
You're the
cat.
cross-eyed cat. He's currently, like I
Yeah.
said, he's in my closet because he's really loud. For those of you that are listening to this part and you go check out his TikTok, you'll see how loud he is. But he is
Oh,
cross-eyed.
look, he's gorgeous. Look at that bow tie. It's got a bell on it too.
He's very cross-eyed. He's got crystal blue eyes. And for those that have seen other interviews that Judy and I have done, you've seen Baby Raven. She's
David,
a
yes.
adorable little black kitty. So yeah, I was just like, you're going in the closet today. I don't have time for this. So I'm going to be giving them extra snacks when they come out.
Goodness. So now you're going to have to design some cat wear on JTV now.
I
Some
know.
great
They have even
collars.
sent me cat jewelry. I
Yeah.
should have worn one of the cat necklaces because it
Oh,
would have
see?
matched with this. I was like, maybe I'll just go simplistic. So I just wore my cute little dainty cross, but they sent me like two cat necklaces. They have it all,
Do
folks.
they?
They
They
really
do? Oh my goodness. Well, we'll check it out. We'll be putting your website and theirs up as well in the article, and this interview will go up on our YouTube channel, the Hollywood Times Official. So great to see you. Happy anniversary. Good luck with all the tour. You don't need it, and get that song out there. We'll make sure we put the link for that. It's an amazing song, and God bless your mama Angel for that
Well,
inspiration.
thank you so much. And I always appreciate getting to talk to you. It's always fun.
Yep, it's always fun to talk with you, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye now.